So yes, I changed my channel name. That's something that we're just going to very briefly mention and then move on with the video because I don't know what to say on that. Today I'm going to be telling you a little story. I don't know why, but I just felt like telling this story. It felt like it would be a cool, not cool, no, cool is not the right word. It just felt like an interesting story that I kind of wanted to tell you. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to tell you a story of how my friend cheated me out of paying for a piece of art. Fun times. I can tell this story because this person does not even know that I have a YouTube YouTube channel. I have a whole freaking channel. Yeah, I'm so cool. So cool, y'all. So, let's start from the very beginning. So, as you know, I like to draw stuff, and a few months ago I got into digital art, and so I was drawing a lot of stuff because I felt like it and I wanted to, because I had just gotten into digital art, was just discovering it. I thought it was super fun. It was a new change from traditional art, which is what I was used to at the time. And so I was making a lot of stuff, and I was drawing some pictures for some of my friends for free because I was just doing it for fun. And I literally would ask them, like, hey, do you want me to draw you or whatever, like, hey, can I draw you a picture, because I just wanted to draw. So I decided to draw my friend because I had shown him a picture of one of my art pieces a while ago, and he had mentioned, oh, it'd be cool if you drew me sometime. So I decided, okay, sure, yeah, I'm gonna draw you. It had been a few weeks since he had said that, but I decided, okay, I'm gonna draw you because I don't know what else to do, and I think that would be fun. So I drew a little picture of him. We'll need a name for him, but obviously I can't say his real name. We're gonna call him Burgundy. Okay, so this Burgundy. Okay, so I decided to draw Burgundy, and I might put the picture up right now. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. So I drew a little picture of him and I sent it to him. I was like, hey, Drew, what do you think? And he liked it. He said it was cool. He said that, oh my gosh, I love your style so much. It looks so cool. And he really likes to play his guitar a lot. He's really into guitar. And so he asked, hey, do you think you could draw a picture of me with my guitar playing it or something? So I drew a picture of him and me playing our guitars because I also play guitar. I play acoustic guitar. He plays electric. So I did, because I was like, sure, I'm bored, I want to draw stuff, so I'll draw something. I'll draw a little good picture of us playing our guitars for you. So I drew it and I sent it to him, and he liked it as well. But then he got a bit cocky, and he was like, do you think you could draw my whole band? Because he has a band. And I was like, maybe? And so he was like, okay, can you draw like a poster for my band? So he sent me a lot of very specific requests. So I sent him a little picture of like, so I found up to us playing guitar. And so I sent it to him. He said, love it. Can you do one of the entire band? And I said, probably. It will take me much longer, though. Can I have pictures of everyone? Because I didn't know what most of the people in the band look like. I'm going to make up names for everyone because obviously I don't want to say their real names. Well, you know what Rose piano and Waffle drums look like, because I know them in real life. Jackson, singer, has orange hair and mostly wears black pants and a red tank top. Benjamin, bass, has shorter black hair, black pants, and a white shirt. His bass guitar is white. You can draw me on top of the grand piano Rose is playing while playing an epic guitar solo. So I say, lol, I'll do my best. He says, I will have black pants and a white shirt and leather and a leather jacket. Thank you in advance. By the way, make sure we're on an epic looking stage with a huge crowd. So, as you can tell, that's a lot of very specific requests. So then, about 2 hours later, after he sent me this long and specific request, he says, "Hi, can I see?" And I say, "See what?" Because it's 2 hours later, and that was a very long and specific request. "The drawing." Ha! And so I just send a bunch of texts of me laughing. And he's like, "What?" And I say, "Innocent boy, something that complicated is not going to be done for a while." He says, "Lol, okay." Like, I knew that this is a big drawing. It's probably gonna take me a few hours, if not like a day, unless I draw. Like, it's gonna take me a couple of days unless I just draw continuously with no breaks. Duh. So then the next day at around noon, he says, "Hello." I say, "Hi." He says, "Have you been working on the drawing?" "Yeah." "Can I see the progress?" So I send him a little picture. Well, he says, "Looks great so far." And then in a few more hours, he says, "How's the drawing?" Say, "Pretty good. If I'm being entirely honest, I haven't made it my top priority since I'm doing it for free, but it should be done in a couple days." He says, "Okay." Later, I asked him what his band name is because I wanted to put it on the thing. He says, "Is it done?" I say, "I have the line art finished." And then I'd been thinking, I was like, this is a big project. I don't know if I should be doing this for free randomly, because it's taking me a long time. So I decided, okay, I'll send him the line art. You can have that for free. It's still pretty good. So I say, "I have the line art finished. I'll give you this version for free, but if you want it finished, there may be a small price." He sends that emoji that has the face that's like, and it's sweating, like the worried face. And then he sends that emoji with the like big kawaii eyes, like, and I'm like, "It's a pretty big project to just do as a favor." He says, "I know." I say, "I'll do it for $5. He says, "No." $5. $5 for a huge project like this. $5. If he had asked a professional artist to do this, it would have been something closer to $10 or $15. Maybe even $20. Depends on who he asks, but probably like somewhere between $10 and $20. I'm giving him $5. That is quite the bargain. But it gets worse. It's not just that he's ignorant, because he's not. He's just being reluctant. He's not being ignorant, he's just being reluctant. So I say, "I'll do it for $5. He says, "No." He says, "Plus, you can't legally sell your drawings without a permit." Flat out lie. He just made that up. I say, "That's very much not true." He says, "I know." Then sends the crying face emoji. I say, "And besides, I'm giving you quite the bargain. If you were to hire a professional artist to do this, it would be close to 15 or 20 for the whole thing," as I just said. He says, "I just thought because you're my friend. Plus, you did the other ones for free." Which is exactly why I'm going to pay you for this one, because this is free. The other ones were free. And just because you're my friend does not mean I'm not gonna do business with you. So I say, "Because there are tiny little things that took me like 30 minutes. Yes, I am your friend, but that's still a very big, complicated project that is going to take me a while. If a friend walked into your grocery store, you wouldn't give them everything for free. I'm still offering you a very small price." He says, "I'm sorry, but I can't." $2.50, he says. "It's better than no pay." I say, "No, sorry. $5 is already really cheap. You can have the line art for free." He says, "No deal then." I say, "Okay." And then I say, "Sorry, I couldn't satisfy." He says, "Lol, bye then." Then he says, "Wait." I'm like, "What?" He says, "You have to do the whole thing without me paying you." I'm like, "Oh, and why is that?" He says, "Because you never said anything about money before you started, and you agreed to my request." "Yes, but after I started, I did some thinking, and also I did still give you a version of it for free," which is true. "But you didn't say anything until now, so nope." "Yeah, you've got to do it. Sorry, but it's just too much to do as a favor." He says, "You didn't say it was a favor." but it kind of is. Yes, but you didn't specify that before. Doing a huge job for no price is kind of a favor. Yeah, I know. Okay. Nope, how about I do a huge favor for you in return? I say, like? He says, you have to come up with it, alright? So he says, you have to come up with it. I'm like, I don't know, because I can't think of a favor that he would do for me that doesn't involve him paying or buying me something. Like, the only things I could think of are like, oh, he like buys me ice cream, or he gets me a gift card for someplace, or he, I don't know, takes me somewhere. I don't know. I couldn't think of a favor that he would do for me that wouldn't involve him paying some amount of money. So he says, all right. I say, all right, because I just think he's agreeing to it. And he says, I'll give you the $5 whenever I see you next. I say, okay then. He says, okay. Oh, he does actually say, I did not go into this thinking there would be money involved, but just so you know, if I did something for you, you would not ask for money. I say, I know. So then he just tells me more about stuff. And we were going to see each other that week, probably, because of an event that we were going to. So he says, I'll probably give it to you at the event. I'm like, okay, whatever. The next day, he says hello. And I didn't see it right away, so a couple hours later, I say hi. He says, any progress? I say, yep, I'm so excited to show you when it's done, because it was looking really cool, and I thought he was really gonna like it. He says, okay. So then a couple hours after that, he says, are you done? I say, I'm just adding some finishing touches. He says, okay, ready, I'm so excited. So I send it to him. It's done. It's nice. It looks pretty good. I really like this version of it. I think it looks really nice. So I send it to him, and he says, can you make the figures not be transparent? I'll probably put a picture of it up right now. But the only reason they look transparent is because I had done the effect with the background where there were like lights and stuff, and I put the color under the lights so that it would look like the lights were there and like they were being affected by the lights and they were like shining down on them. And I think it looked cool. I thought it looked really good. They weren't transparent. But he says, can you make the figures not be transparent in the piano? I had said, yeah, it just looks like that because of the lights, but I can dull them down a bit. What I just explained to you. So I sent the next version to him, which I will put up on screen, where the lights are dimmed and where the lights are more dimmed. He says, can you replace the gray background with gray instead? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and put it in the video so that you can see what he said, what this means. Basically, all he did was say, can you replace the gray, G-R-A-Y, background with gray, G-R-E-Y, instead. What is the difference? Boy, at this point, you're just giving me random requests with no weight to them just to make me do more work. And it's like, why? Why? So I say, what's the difference between gray and gray? He says, no clue. I send a bunch of question marks. He says, change the black background to gray. And once again, the background was, it was gray. I don't know. I thought it looked good already. So I sent it to him. I changed the background to be more of a gray. He says, better, where's the crowd? There is a crowd on there. It's at the bottom of the screen. And I thought it looked really cool. I had made it like purple and then given it like highlights on top with the spray paint effect. I thought it looked so cool. And I said, at the bottom, it was kind of hard to do. He says, it's a purple fuzz. I said, it's just blurry because it's supposed to look out of focus and cool. Like there's different perspective and effects and like layers to the drawing. It's supposed to look cool. And he says, it's a purple fuzz. I say, it's just blurry. He says, can you put heads, like just like the back of heads? I say, probably. And so I do that. I just add like little things that look like hair. I say, satisfied. He says, yes. And so I'm like, yay, great, whatever. I feel like he was just giving me random requests and demands for no reason. I don't know. So the day comes that the event is supposed to be there where we're supposed to see each other and he's supposed to give me the money. So I say, I'm not sure I'll be there today, so if I'm not, then can you send me the money? He says, what? I say, for the drawing. He says, I don't think I'll be there either, so I'll send you the money. I say, okay, send him my address. And he says, can you send the drawing to my email? And so I do. And that was the last time we talked about it for a little while. So then, a couple weeks later, I ended up going to his house. We went to his house to see them, just to hang out for a little bit. And, well, I was thinking to myself, he never sent me that money. He never sent it to me. So I'm like, okay, I'll just ask him for it today. So while we were there at his house, I kind of mentioned it to him, and he blew it off and changed the subject. I'm like, boy, you can't do that. So at this point, it had been about a month since I had done the drawing, and he had never sent me the money. So anyways, a little bit later, we saw each other again. Probably been about a month and a half now. So I said, I'm gonna just be blunt. I expect you to pay me for the picture today. He says, ... After I had gone to his house that day, about an hour after I got home, I realized he didn't pay me. So I texted him. I said, you didn't do it. He says, yes! With a bunch of exclamation marks in all caps. I say, excuse me, that is not a thing to celebrate. He says, what? Who said that? I say, fiddling your way out of a deal is not something you respond to with, yes. He says, oh, that wasn't me. I'm like, send him that emoji that has that face. He says, yeah. I say, don't pull that with me. So then I send him a screenshot of him saying, yes. He said, I say, Burgundy, you owe me $5. That's like barely anything, yet you refuse to own up to it. He says, I will pay you next time. Done. And I say, if you don't, he says, I'll pay interest. I say, okay. A couple weeks later, we end up going to his house again to see them. And we were social distancing and all of these interactions. Don't worry, we were wearing masks. We were both very careful. So while I'm there, because we weren't the only ones there, obviously. So while we're there, I send him a picture of a $5 bill. He says, not now, I don't have the dough. That is a direct quote. He called it dough. $5, he called it dough. So I say, plus 10 cents. He says, are you charging me interest? So then I send him a screenshot of him saying, I'll pay interest. He says, oof, and he kind of changes the subject and drops the conversation. And nothing much has happened since then. That was a couple weeks ago. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's gonna pay me for a while until I literally force him into it somehow. So the moral of the story is, if you're an artist, make people pay you up front and don't do the art until they have paid you. And the other moral is, if you get someone to make art for you and they ask you to pay them, then pay them. I hope you enjoyed this story. It's a very interesting story. And if you did, then please leave a like so that I know. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos by me. Comment down below if you have any video suggestions, or if you liked this kind of story video, because if so, then I might do more, because I'm running out of content ideas, and what better way to make content other than out of your own life. So yeah, and anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.